welcome back to the channel. It's Monday, September 29th, and we are gonna get finished up chopping here. So we are back again chopping grain sorghum, milo, whatever you want to call it. We thought we were gonna get everything done last time we were going, and we ran out of room in the ag bag, so we had to start another one here today. It's finally dried up enough from the rain that we've gotten so we can get back out in the field. So we're gonna finish this up. I don't know if we'll get maybe 100 feet on the bag, maybe not quite that, but we're gonna get this done and be done with chopping silage. Cody's running soybeans. He's basically just up on top of this hill. He's right up there, so running soybeans, moving along good up there. So we got quite a few wagons going here, so it shouldn't take much longer. I've got basically one passing down and back, and I got those little pieces to pick up over there, but I'm getting pretty close here. All right, there's the last little sliver going in the wagon. That's it. We're done with silage for 2025. Hey guys, Cody here. We're combining still. The sun's going down slowly. I don't know how much longer we'll be able to run. It's dusty as heck out here. But you can kind of see across the road there. We got that 56 or 7 acres it is done. And we're in this, I don't even know how many acres this is. Like 40 something over here. We got all the inrows off, and I got like 20 something acres done of it, so about half done. And now I'm just waiting for Brad real quick. There's a little, Dad had to do something, so Brad bring me a truck real quick. But yeah, I'm slowly getting tired of sitting in this thing. I mean, I enjoy harvest, but it gets a little boring in here sometimes, but it's not bad. It's better than a lot of things. All right, I'm riding with Cody in the combine.
I picked up a rider, folks.
Yeah. Brought him a truck out here. We finished chopping and brought him a truck out. I'm gonna bring the other one back, but I was just riding around. Beans are doing good back here on the old hill. So. Alright. He's probably gonna fill this truck that I brought him, and then he'll probably quit. So it's not quite getting tough yet, but it will be here soon. So when we're cutting soybeans, we got to cut on the ground, and so when the moisture wicks up from the dew, we can have some issues with first off not getting a good cut on the ground. So you can see we come in here and cut these stems off, but if they get damp, it can get hard because they aren't brittle anymore when they get some moisture in them, so they won't break off. And then also we have trouble shelling them out of the pods. So you get the little soybean in the pod and it doesn't want to come out, and then you can have a problem with throwing full pods out of the back of your combine. So we do have to watch that, and it's not getting too tough yet, but it will be here within the next half hour. So he'll finish up this truck here, and then he'll probably call it a night. But I'm gonna go and hop in this truck over here and head back to the main farm. All right, it's Tuesday morning. Just got some wheat dropped off. Actually, not any of this is for us, but I got a couple customers who are gonna be putting out some wheat. So we've got some Beck 722 in here. This is one of our favorites over the past couple years. High yielding, and it's also beardless wheat, so works good for straw. So I got to get this basically loaded up again and delivered here. That way these guys can get it planted. Hey guys, it's Cody here. We are combining once again. I got a little bit done, or I got probably 10-15 acres done, but then I had a
mess up, I guess. I don't even know what you freaking call this. You can kind of see it, but it's actually 3 sections. Somehow I really just don't know what's happened here. It's pretty impressive, honestly, how I managed to do that. But whatever, we're gonna fix it, and then we'll get back. All we got is like maybe 2 acres, and then I'm moving to the next field.
All right, well, I guess we were gonna try some corn. So I got the corn head attached, grain cart, and we're gonna give it a shot. Hazel's riding with. We'll see what we can do here. Okay, we've got our first full grain tank. So getting a good start. We're losing a little bit out the back, but nothing major. Just working on getting it all set up. So we'll get the end rows off here, and then we'll dial it in. All right, well, we've got our combine set a little bit, and we've been running here for a little bit. We've got about 20 acres done, I think. So corn's doing great for the weather conditions that we had this year. Can't complain about the yield. Up here on these hills now, I just cut through the middle here, but once we get down there towards the creek bottom, it'll keep getting better. Our test plot is right there somewhere, probably a few more passes down, and then I've got some inrows that cut it off, so everything, we can shell everything over there. I'm not sure how long we're going to be able to go here tonight. Corn's about 17%, so we will have to dry it a little bit, so we will have to wait on that a little bit. But as hot as it is outside, it shouldn't take very long to dry 2 points off. So optimally, we want our corn at 15% whenever we're selling it or storing it. I've got dirt all over my face. So we want our corn at 15%, but we don't necessarily want it 15% in the field. So the drier the corn is when it's in the field, the more brittle it is, and the easier it can crack, and the easier it can shell off on the head. So our deck plates are catching that corn whenever it's being pulled down, and so every now and then you'll get some dry corn, and it will break apart off the ear whenever it slams down on that deck plate. The drier it is, the more of that you're going to have happen, and you're going to lose it on the ground. So optimally, we want our corn right around this 17-18% in order to harvest it and not come up with a bunch of losses. Now, as we get later in the season, we'll probably be cutting more 20% corn, 22%. We'll get into some of that stuff with the later planted stuff, but this is actually about perfect for shelling. We can run it through our dryer very quickly. It doesn't take very long to knock 2 points off of it, and it's good. We're not losing a lot out here in the field. So, well, we have done quite a bit. I don't have to figure out how many bushels we've done, but Dad just called and said that the dryer was dumping its first batch, and it did not go in the bin. So I don't know where it's at, but I think the leg's plugged or something. So we're kind of waiting anyway, so I'm gonna run down there and see if we can be of any help.
Hey guys, we got moved down, or we got done up there. We got moved down here. Just got the head hooked up, and Dad got a trailer down here, and I just came back down here with my truck. But we got a good running around here. It's a pretty big bottom here. Hey guys, we're getting along pretty good here. Beans are pretty dry, as you can see. I'm trying not to crack them, but it's getting very difficult. So I'm taking a little bit of pods over cracks. We got a coyote here, actually. You probably can't see. You might be able to see him. he's hoping that I will run a rabbit or something out of the field, I'm guessing. But he's just been like walking down the field with me, so I don't know if he wants me to like tame him or something. I don't know. I don't think I want to put a coyote in here. I'd say my leg will be hurting by the end of the night. 40 acres remaining, so I'm right at about half. So. Pretty good show going on out here. This coyote here, I mean, he's really tearing them up. I mean, he is a bad boy. I mean, every single rabbit that's came out of here, he has made an effort in attacking it and getting it, and he has not missed one yet. So he's probably ran the length of this field in a matter of like 2 seconds flat. Just after a rabbit. There's one over here still kicking. He ran and got it dead. Ran after another one, and now he's in the bean field jumping around. I think he's having a hard time jumping around in the beans. But yeah, if you are a bunny, don't come in this area. It's bad. This man is feasting tonight. He's got more food than he knows what to do with. But yeah, I've got a little bit of a show going on here.
Okay, the leg is in fact plugged up, so I'll kind of show you about that whenever we get down there. But we're going to make this a little bit easier on ourselves and go get the air vac. So basically what this is a big vacuum that vacuums up corn, soybeans, grain. So unfortunately though, we backed silage wagons in front of it yesterday whenever we were putting those away. So I've got the skid loader here. We can make it a little bit easier to back them in and out. There's the vac. We got that pulled out. We just had to pull out one wagon luckily, so we're gonna get it shoved back in here and get it out of the way. We can store this somewhere else. Okay, well the leg's unplugged. We just got to get the corn sucked out, and we're just dumping it back into the dump pit right now. We're going to take it into another bin. Okay, well we got that undone. So basically what happened, first time running anything through that specific leg pipe for this year, so that there's different pipes that go to each bin down there at the system, and we hadn't ran anything from the old leg to the bin 1 yet this year. And so I think a bird's got up in there, made a nest and blocked the tube up, and then once we started using it, it plugged up. So then that basically stops the whole leg, trips the breaker, and then so we had to dump the crane out of the bottom of the leg, which fills that pit that I was showing you underneath there. And then we were able to get the air vac and vacuum all that corn out of there. And then the leg was unplugged and everything was good. So nothing major there. I think Nick got up there and messed around. I think got the blockage cleared out. So we should be good to go now. I think we can do about 2 more trucks and then we'll be caught up to the dryer and the wet storage. So we'll do that real quick and then we'll call it a night. All right, it's Wednesday morning. We're gonna start out, get some of these trucks unloaded from last night. Not gonna do any harvesting today because we've got something else we're doing. So I'll show you that later on, but we're gonna be taking a break and we'll be setting up our new tile plow. So I've had this thing for a couple of years, just haven't had all the equipment to do it, but we've got everything we need now. So we're gonna try to set that up today. So Ryan from Soil Max is gonna come down and we're gonna try to do that here later on. So first off, we're gonna get the dryer back going with this corn. We've got at least 2 loads that are gonna be wet here, if not a little bit more possibly. All right, we're unloading the bean truck over here on this side in this leg with a moisture of 11%, and over at the other leg we are unloading white peat with corn in it. Going into the east overhead, which is that bin right there. So unload them both, and we gotta get a couple more corn trucks in here. All right, 2 trucks down, 1 more to go. All right, well, I'll give you a little clip of what we're doing. We got the plow on the ground, found our old main here. We got the 9220 hooked on front, and we're getting ready to pull this thing all the way to the other tree line. Alrighty, it's test plot harvest day, Thursday morning. Let's see, going down there with seed tender. They've got 2 seed tenders here today to run this plot. You can't see it on the other side of the semi, but we've got the plot squared off. So this is it right here. You can kind of see some variation there in the different hybrids. So we've got 6-row entries, and my corn head's giving me a little bit of trouble on the right side. Something with the snapping roll was kind of not positioned correctly, so I don't know what's going on there, but I just ended up unhooking that now, and we're going to use the left side to take our 6-row entries. So we can do that, and we'll just make a loop. We'll just loop around on our left side for the plot. We can unload on both ends, and we'll be going good here. So this will take us a little bit to get done. We got quite a few entries here, and we'll see how it does. Alrighty, we're working our way across here, so I don't know, I think we've done 12 entries so far, maybe 11, but working our way across here. Been some numbers been really good, been some that have been a little bit behind, but it's looking like it's going to be the 4 season corns that are going to win here, which is expected. So this side of the plot was all the shorter season. We went from 108-day corn all the way up to 119-day corn. So we just ran 115-day. That looks like it's going to be the winner. It was running over 300 bushel for most of the way down through there. I didn't see anything below 290 on that one. So I think that's going to be the winner, but it'll be close if we have any other ones. Well, I said that we might have another one beat it, and we just did, I'm pretty sure. So 114 day came in and stole that one from the 115 day. So the top 3 are going to be very tight. They're on bushels, so I'm excited to see how this comes out. Alrighty, we got that knocked out. I'm running the last moisture sample down here so that he can take it, and we'll have this finished up. And then we gotta go look into our corn head and figure out what's going on there. Okay, well, we are back in the combine and running now. Took us a while to get this corn head fixed, but we got it, and we're rolling. It's working decently now. So that outside row over there, this morning it was worse because the plants were kind of wet from the dew, and it was bunching up over there and coming in big clods and stuff. So what we found was that down there where the corn row comes in, there's the snapping rolls which turn and pull the corn down. We noticed that there was quite a bit of gap between the 2 snapping rolls, and it was too much compared to all the other ones. So we did some investigating, and we ended up taking the come along and using the turnbuckle out there to pull that row together a little bit farther, and we got them together pretty good. So I think that mostly fixed the problem. I think that the knives themselves are getting a little bit dull just because they've got so much wear on them, but it's working well enough now that we're doing okay. So that was the issue. It took us a little bit to fix it, but we got it going now. All right, it's Friday and we're in the combine, so we went ahead and moved over to about a 30-acre field just east of the farm here. Not doing too bad here. This one's not quite as productive as that creek bottom we were in last night, but still doing pretty fair here. So 2 different hybrids in this field. One is a Beck 6374, had it on the end rows, and then I had a 6469 here in the middle. There's actually a few bags I had left over from the previous spring. Kind of going away from this hybrid here. It doesn't have much on the low end for some of these tougher farms, and it gets a little bit too tall and falls over. So it's not doing terrible here in the low spot, just doing pretty decent, but the hills kind of dry up on it. So just have a few acres of it here. I think I had like 5 or 6 bags of it whenever I planted. So we'll get it knocked out here, and hopefully we'll get a average yield off this field. All right, we went and grabbed us something to eat a minute ago, and came back. I just have these short rows left, so I've been working on them a little bit. So we're gonna get the rest of it on that blue truck, and then we'll be ready to move to the next 30 acres. Alrighty, we got some of the stuff blowed off with the leaf blower, got it unhooked. Dad was stopping by to help us move, so we gotta set this on the trailer and just go a couple miles that way.
Hey guys, so I am combining beans and Brad's combining corn. When I got out of school, I helped to bring a truck over there to where he was, and then I came out here to north of town and started cutting beans. I've got about 44 something acres done, and I got 17-ish to go. So we're getting done slowly, and then we're gonna move across the road here. You can kind of see that. We'll move across the road there and cut them, and then we gotta head back the road a ways. But yeah, they're not doing too bad. They're doing pretty good actually, and yeah, we're just hauling them out here as well. You can kind of see that too. We got the bend system out here that we put most of these beans in. But yeah, Brad's cutting, I'm cutting. Not too bad.
Well, I kind of left you guys off yesterday. We finished that field, and then we moved to the next one and finished that. And now we're on the next day, Saturday, and we're going to move out to the next field. So we're going to go out to where we chopped at, and we're going to finish that about 20 acres, and then we'll move on to where we got about 200 and 250 acres. So we won't get there today, probably until later on, but we will try to get at least this 20 or 30 acres done. Alrighty, made it out here to the field. You can see we chopped the corn off of all this. The bags are right up there at the cattle barn there, so just kind of filling in what we didn't chop here. I'm figuring we're gonna have about like 20 acres, but we won't really know until we get done. All right, we got full, grain cart's full, combine's full, so Truck just showed up now, but we're taking a break here, fueling up. Trevor's eating, and so we get him filled up and then switch over and fill up the combine because it's getting pretty low, so should have enough to do all that. We had just about 20 acres, so I'm gonna take this truck back and then ride back with Dad as we got the grain cart loaded, and I've got a little bit on the combine, so we're gonna take this back and ride back. Trevor's getting the combine load off for me, and then we should be ready to put it here in the barn and then take the grain cart out to the next place. We gotta be out of here this evening, so we won't be able to run anymore.
Hey guys, Cody here. Combine's right here. We're almost done with this field. Got a little bit behind me there. Pretty good sized field. I think it's like 78 acres. Well, all I got's like 15 left or something. But I have to go to a wedding at, I don't even know what time, but I really don't know what time I'm supposed to be there right now, but I'm leaving, I'm starting to blow my combine off, so I'm either gonna be late or not late. We'll see. I can count on me being late, but we'll see. But I started where my truck was, or is, and now I'm down to that barn down there. So not very much thinking going into where I parked my truck at all. But oh well. Give us a little exercise from sitting in the confined space all day, or most of the day. I helped Brad get, or me, I helped Dad and Brad and Trevor get moved out to one of the other places to cut some corn. I brought a truck out there for them. So yeah. And I cut a little bit of this. I probably cut 30 acres or so. So I got something done today at least. It's Sunday afternoon, evening. I'm helping Cody with some beans. Had to move fields out here north of town, and so moved him, and Dad had to run for a minute, so unloading this truck and then gonna bring it over there to him. He's got one truck right now, but we'll get him this over there. Beans are doing pretty good, so we're filling that bin right there, bring it out of the pit here into the big auger and up to the bin. All right, you can see him back there, right there, the combine. So park that truck over there for him so it's a little bit closer, but I think he's got that one right there about half full, looks like. So I don't know if I'm gonna take it back here in a minute or just go ahead and take the truck. There, you can see him a little bit better now. The dust is terrible out here. Dusty beans. Alright, well, got Cody going there. He's got enough trucks and stuff, so me and Dad ran out here. He picked up the corn head, and I just grabbed the grain cart because it was the first thing out of the shed. We'll get it moved out there kind of in the area where Cody's at, because that's where our next corn is. So get this stuff out here and be ready for tomorrow.